Open for Business is presented by Globe My Business. Create your success. Open for Business is brought to you by AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation, a member of Maybank.
We are open for business, and we are here with the President and CEO of AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation, Mr. Rico T. Bautista. Rico, thank you very much for
Thank you very
coming
much.
to the show.
Also, Cesar, for inviting me over here. It's my pleasure.
We have a very interesting topic this afternoon, Rico, because a lot of employees and employers recognize that wellness in the workplace can really create an impact and can really impact on the productivity not only of the company but the employees themselves.
That's
But
right.
before I'll ask you a series of questions. There are some misconceptions on the difference between a health insurance and HMOs, or the health maintenance
Maintenance
organizations. Can you give the distinction between the two fields?
Well, mainly, Cesar, the main difference would first be on the regulators. HMOs are basically covered under the SEC, while insurance companies are regulated by Insurance Commission. So, and that's one of the main differences. But the second would also be in terms of, while the product offerings, there could be some similarities at some point, but life insurance companies and even non-life insurance companies can also have other products that can be offered much more than a medical insurance coverage. So I believe those are some of the differences between the two.
So HMO is practically more on the health insurance component.
Yes, more on the medical coverages that a person can avail, so that every time there will be a need for medical consultations or even hospitalization, they can be covered.
Are there also are there companies also, Rico, that are both insurance companies at the same time HMO, or they are practically different organizations?
There are, of course, companies in the life insurance industry. There are 30 companies that are operating with licenses to sell life insurance.
Okay.
So there are also companies in the HMOs. So, and there are several of them. But aside also from the life insurance companies, there are also non-life insurance companies that are also regulated by the Insurance Commission. So in the life insurance industry, there are only very few companies that are offering both the life products and the medical products.
I see. But so you mentioned two regulating bodies. One is the Insurance Commission, and the other one is the
Securities and Exchange Commission.
Yes. So these two institutions come up with these standards, with the regulations regulating these two disciplines. But based on off-cam earlier, you informed me that there might be a move of putting the HMOs under the regulation also of the Insurance Commission.
I believe there are moves as far as that is concerned, but I'm not privy
Okay.
on what will be the developments along the way.
But what could be the possible impact if that happens?
It could just basically mean that there will be like standardization of ways of doing things, so you will have the same regulators, so you will be under the same policies, so that you will be operating on.
Now that we know the difference between health insurance and HMOs, let's go back to our main topic,
Yeah.
which is workplace wellness. What are the latest trends now in workplace wellness? Of course, in my personal experience, we sometimes in the office we wake up very early and then we join fitness clubs, or we join mountain climbing sometimes, and these are already wellness programs that encourage employees to be more productive or
Right.
come up with a work-life balance in the workplace.
Yeah.
What are the latest trends now in as far as this topic is
Yeah.
concerned?
But maybe before I answer that, so I guess it's good for us to really understand that all companies, one of their priorities is to provide employee benefits
Okay.
to their employees.
Yes.
And that's why there would be, aside from your salary, aside from the things that you receive from the company, there are also non-cash benefits that the companies provide to their employees. And maybe two of the more common would be group life insurance coverage, and at the same time the other one would be on group medical insurance coverage. And talking of wellness, I think that group medical insurance package somehow is addressing the wellness space that the employers actually would like to provide for their employees. But when we were looking at the trends, there are several trends now as far as wellness is concerned.
Okay.
So one would be people now are really becoming more aware on the importance of being healthy. Because when you are healthy, you become more productive in the workplace.
Correct.
And being healthy and wellness could encompass many things. It could be your mental wellness, it could be your physical wellness, it could be your emotional wellness. So there are many trends that are happening now, but many companies actually are more focusing on the physical wellness. So which is actually encouraging employees to exercise, to maybe do 10,000 steps every day. So and these are the more common trends that are that we see now, and that's why also the latest trends on wearables would be there to be able to track how well are you doing as far as your steps are concerned or your activities are concerned. So these are some of the things that we see are currently happening now in the workplaces.
But in your experience, Rico, are there specific data that links employee productivity with regards to workplace wellness?
Yeah. So because when we look at it, so when employees are healthy, when employees are up and about as far as their ability to be able to perform their jobs are concerned, they really tend to become more productive. And we have data to actually show whether from data coming from different agencies that would be able to gather them. But there is also an interesting part from the past that I learned about, wherein people who are more healthy and who do things that are healthy would tend to have longer span of life. And they would say if you are able to track your movements and your activities, particularly on physical wellness, the average that in that particular country that would add into their lifespan is about 14 years. So if the average lifespan is about 70 years, so people would tend to live around 84 years of age, mainly because people are becoming more conscious that they need to be healthier, that they need to do the right things. Okay?
That's very interesting, Rico. And I also agree with your statements earlier that when you talk about wellness, it's not only your physical wellness. It could be emotional and mental wellness. As a matter of fact, one development with the government is this mental,
mental health,
act.
act. Yeah.
So, and because of that, I think there is already a mandate for companies to by government to impose to companies and compel them to come up with solutions that address these. So, in your case, what's now the connection between all these efforts and for the business owners to be able to provide welfare, workplace wellness for their employees?
Yeah.
So, what are the insurance companies and HMOs doing to address these needs?
Well, I guess mental wellness is really something that I think people are becoming more aware, and we have seen an increasing trends also as far as cases where people need help on their mental wellness is concerned.
And because there was a stigma before, because
Yeah.
when you say, you know, you have a mental problem or mental issue, that is it's not really well accepted, or it's
Right.
not, sometimes there's this stigma in the office.
That's
But
right.
somehow, because of this act, a lot of perceptions are being changed.
That's right. That's right. So while there has been an increase in awareness and there's been an increase in the cases of people who would seek help with regard to mental wellness, I believe this is an area that both insurance companies and HMOs are still trying to address. They are still in their early stages. So I believe many insurance companies are still setting up on how to fully address these issues on mental wellness.
I see.
Because the offerings now of many insurance companies would still be focused on, what we know as far as hospital coverages would be concerned, medical consultations are concerned, and mental wellness is something that we are still looking into.
Okay, before we pause on a break, let's. Can you give us now, Rico, an overview of the many products and services of the Asian Life and Assurance Corporation in terms of providing health insurance benefits to employees?
Yeah. We actually have several products that we offer to companies so that they can provide coverages or employee benefits to their employees. I mentioned earlier, for example, group life insurance.
Okay.
This is something that we actually offer, although this is not on the wellness space, but we believe that this is something very important that companies should be able to provide for their employees, so that when the uncertainty, or when something happened that you don't like to happen, which is, for example, death would come, so the companies will not be burdened anymore. But it would be the insurance companies that would provide for that coverage. But what we really offer, and one of the things we really offer also, would be the group medical insurance products, wherein in various forms we actually give services so that when an employee would be needing hospitalization coverages, we provide them. We have more than 20,000 doctors accredited with us. We have almost 1,000 clinics, and also 1,000 hospitals that are accredited with our company.
And that is normally what employees and employers also look for. The network of the doctors, the network of hospitals,
Yeah.
health services, health providers. So how important are these to this? The many available companies that offer these health insurance benefits. How important is this large network and experience in providing good welfare for them?
Yeah. For us, it's very, very important, because when you have a wide network of providers, medical providers, it allows the employee or those.
What should I look for in choosing a specific health insurance provider for me or
Yeah.
for my company?
They actually say that now employees are not only after salaries, but they're also after the benefits that they receive, particularly on medical benefits. So I guess if you are a CEO, an owner of a company, or even if you are an employee, it's best that first you choose a company that has a track record and that has confidence, that you can build your confidence on, particularly on their strengths as an organization in terms of their ability to be able to sustain the business. And I'm talking here of, I think a multinational organization is something that is important to be able to sustain you in providing that benefit to you as an employer and also to you as an employee.
You have before Rico expounds on that. Open for Business will have to look at these commercials. Let's pause for a break. Open for Business will return.
Open for Business is brought to you by AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation, a member of Maybank.
Open for Business is back, and still with me is the President and CEO of AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation, Mr. Rico T. Bautista. You mentioned, Rico, earlier of that very important thing to look at the track record of a certain company for business owners to choose what company would they have to look for in terms of providing their health insurance benefits for their employees. And you talked about track record.
Yeah.
Being with the this business for so many years, having been exposed to various programs and health insurance, in terms of track record, what you were telling us earlier about that importance of a track record, can you expound on this, Rico?
Basically, the track record, I think, is really very, very important. But one of the things that I think something that should be considered really is the ability of the companies to be able to sustain their business in the long haul.
Okay.
There could be companies that would tell you, I were offering this and this is something very good. But after 1-2 years, they're not anymore in the business operations because they're not profitable, and they're at the end of the day they're not earning. So I believe our company, while we are able to provide very good services, and there are rooms for improvement, I think, in any product services that we offer, but we're offering very good product services. But at the same time, we're able to manage, our finances, and we're very prudent, and that's why the company is able to sustain our business for many, many decades now, and we believe that we will be there for the long haul.
How many decades has been?
We've been in the business for around 4 decades already, so in different names and different names of organizations. But now we're called AsianLife and General Assurance.
Can you mention the various programs and products of AsianLife that promote the welfare of the employee?
Yeah, so I mentioned already maybe 2 main products. One is the employee benefit on group life, so which I think is something that we provide a very, very good product line as well. Second is our group medical products, which is also very, very good, and I believe we're very, very competitive in the market. And even the services that we have on group medical. So again, just to be able to explain the group medical, this is the product that we offer where when you would be going to a hospital for a checkup or something, so we have wide networks of doctors and clinics and hospitals so that you can avail of the services if it is for an outpatient service. But if you will get hospitalized, as long as the hospital and the doctors and the services are also accredited under us, we will be taking care also of your medical needs as far as that is concerned. So those are the 2 products that we offer on group products. But we also have individual products.
That's very interesting because there's a lot of, like, say, entrepreneurs or individuals who are watching who would also want to have their own. So what are these individual products?
So the individual products that we have, but first, later I'll mention also, but we are owned and we are affiliated under Maybank. So
and the advantage of Maybank is?
The advantage of Maybank is the leading ASEAN bank. So again, if you talk of the ASEAN, so they are very, very big in operations. So we're affiliated with Maybank, and if as an individual, if you want to avail of our individual products. So we can actually encourage you to go to Maybank, so open an account, and for you to avail of our retail products through Maybank. So, but the individual products that we have would range from, for example, we have an education product. You know,
Okay.
we encourage individuals to save up for the education of your children, right?
That's good.
So,
yes.
and that's something that we actually offer. We also have products that would cover you for a lifetime. So you just pay. Normally, when you talk of life insurance, so it's a whole life. So that means you pay for the entire life that you
Correct.
have. So you pay whole life, but you get the coverage. But the beauty there is what you're paying for actually is very much smaller than the coverage that you have when something inevitable happens to you. So the third would be our investment type products. So whether it's single premium, where you put in a certain amount of money, and from there you get both the benefit of investing and at the same time being covered by insurance. So those are the regular products that we offer, which again we distribute for now mainly through Maybank. But we're also building some of our distribution channels so that people can have an access to our individual or retail products.
So you have this freedom to actually choose your investment.
Yeah.
You are investing on your medical health. At the
Yeah.
same time, you are investing on growing for the profitability of your money while paying for the premiums. With all the products that you have, are there other
Yes.
products? Okay, go ahead.
Because one, AsianLife is an insurance company with composite licenses, meaning to say we can sell both life insurance products and non-life insurance products.
Okay, interesting.
So even our retail products, we actually offer also our non-life products. And the non-life products that we have would be our travel insurance, our auto insurance, our fire insurance. So these are some of the products that we have on retail. So not only on life but also on non-life.
So of all this menu of products, what is based on historical data? A lot of consumers or employers would really opt for a certain product offering or bundle. Based on your data, what is I think the most saleable in terms of getting that product or service from AsianLife?
For now, a big bulk of our business is really on group medical. So meaning to say employers would tie up with us, will partner with us, will contract with us, that they will provide the group medical benefits of their employees through us. So again, the group medical product is not yet available retail or individually. So meaning to say if you're an individual and you would like to avail of this type of a product, we are not yet offering that for now. So we're still in the process of checking whether we will be able to allow this on a retail basis. But if a company would be providing medical coverage for their employees, so we actually have that. And as what I have said, this is actually a big bulk of our business. So there are so many companies that have entrusted their group medical coverages with us. And not only group medical, but the second would be the group life coverage. So we have more than 1,000 companies that are availing of our services.
Which leads me to this very important question. It's also in our topic, which is health insurance for the small and medium enterprises.
Right.
There are a lot of business owners, if they quit now their corporate life, and once they quit their corporate life and they start to be entrepreneurs, automatically their health insurance benefits will stop. Are there opportunities for business owners, entrepreneurs, to still get this HMO benefits or health insurance benefits for their startups or small businesses?
Yeah. Maybe before I answer that, first I would like to thank all our clients who have entrusted, partnering with us. We actually have a lot of multinationals and big part of the top corporations of the Philippines that have availed of our group life and group medical coverages. Of course, I cannot name all of them for proprietary reasons, but let me just say that a lot of telco companies, a lot of power companies, a lot of these companies actually have entrusted their group medical and group life coverages with us. We also have a lot of banks that are also that have partnered with us. No?
And
So,
I'm sure it cuts across many industries.
it cuts across many industries, right? So, but on your question on, wait, are only the top companies and the top corporations can avail of products like this? My answer is not necessarily and no. So in fact, we have a product that as small as 5 members, you can actually already get a coverage from us.
So when you say 5 members, 5 employees,
5 employees
of that company.
that company,
Okay.
so can become members already of the group life and group medical that we offer. So, and I guess that's what we're saying, because we believe that small and medium enterprises should be able to provide as well employee benefits to their employees. We are the best, if not one of the best partners, I think, that you could have in the industry.
I know that's very interesting because if you are an entrepreneur and that HMO or health insurance benefit has been cut off, and you have to really spend on you have to take care of your business. Sometimes it's your health that takes a toll on you. So what is now the special benefits of this SME package, that makes them is it affordable for SMEs, and how will they pay for it? Are there quarterly or annual payments, premium payments, so that it makes it easier for small business owners to afford for this benefit?
Well, the way we do it actually is that we have our own direct people who would engage the small, medium enterprises and companies, so that we will be able to discuss to them what are the benefits that we offer, what are the packages that we have, and at the same time, in terms of the rates, so we will also be able to give you the rates according to your needs. And at some point, we actually look at what's your budget, right?
Okay, that's good.
So, and when you have your own budget, we will be able to tell you that because this is your budget, these are the things that we can provide you and your employees. So that's how we basically do it.
So similar to the other products and offerings, a member could also have dependents.
Yeah.
So it's is it also this SME product would also feature the same benefits similar to what the big companies are getting, like for example access to special procedures, access to the emergency, or is it somehow scrimped because it's for SMEs and it's limited?
As long as in the contract that you have availed and in the type of product that you availed, if your beneficiaries are included, so as part of what the company or the SMEs would extend to their employees, once they are covered, once they are part of our system, once they are with us, they can have an access to all of our networks. The service that we give, to the multinationals, we also give to the SMEs and their own beneficiaries.
That is perfect. So, okay, we're almost nearing the end of this interview, and I'd like to give the opportunity to Mr. Rico Bautista to talk more about AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation's competitive edge over the others, because we know that there's a lot of options for employers now, what to look for, what they should consider, what should be the key areas for business owners in looking for the companies or the benefits that would provide welfare for their employees.
Well, of course, we are at AsianLife, so we're also known as ALGA. So we are a part of a multinational organization, Maybank, And Maybank actually has an insurance arm. So they are based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And their insurance arm is called Etika, ETIQA. And Etika actually is the owner of AsianLife. So in a certain sense, we are not a local company anymore. So we
Yes.
used to be, but
Okay.
3-4 years back, so Maybank and Etika bought AsianLife. So and that's why we are a multinational organization. And I believe there is
Sorry, Rico. So that gives you access to the resources of this multinational
That's
company
right.
as well.
That's right. And that's why I believe that is one of the advantages that we have, because we are really a multinational company. So, and as what you've mentioned, we can have an access and the support of a multinational organization. So meaning to say our ability to be able to sustain the business and providing for the business will be there for the long haul. So that maybe is one of the benefits that we have. But the second is, I think, as I mentioned, that we are only one of those very few insurance companies would have a composite license. And what do we mean by a composite license in the insurance industry? This means actually that our company can sell both life products and non-life products. So those people who are a part of our company and our company now can actually offer almost all product offerings on the life and non-life products. So you can get your group life from us, you can get your group medical from us, you can get your individual life insurance with us through Maybank, you can get investment type insurance with us through Maybank, you can get your travel insurance with us, you can get your housing insurance with us, and your auto insurance with us. So you do not have to talk to many companies.
So it's like a one-stop shop
It's
already.
like one-stop shop, because what normally is out there in the market is you would have different provider for your life insurance needs. You would have a different provider for your non-life needs. You would have the different provider for your group needs. So what we're saying as an organization is that, we can actually offer everything. So as far as these products are concerned, and we're still growing our product lines. So I believe there are many competitive advantages in dealing with AsianLife, as proven already by the track record that we have had in the past. And we continue to innovate, and we continue to transform our company so that we will be able to provide the best service to our partners and to our clients.
Oh, that's perfect. I think we have photos of AsianLife. Maybe our production team can flash them. You talked about the organization AsianLife, but my next question is, before we end our interview with Rico, what's your vision of the company? You at now at the helm of AsianLife, what is it that you would want to accomplish in the next maybe 3 to 5 years, and what's the future for wellness in not only for AsianLife but in the provision of workplace wellness in the industry?
Yeah. So, well, of course, our vision as an organization is we aim to be the leading insurance provider enabled by technology and highly effective people. So, of course, what we would like to do is to be known really as a major, because we are now a major insurance player, but we want to become the leading insurance player. And this could mean both on the life and the non-life side. But we're also looking at improving our technology. So we believe that if we'll be able to do this, we will be able to provide a very good service to our clients. And then at some point, we want to make sure that the highly effective people and employees are with us. So because we're banking on our people. Our mission as a company is that meeting the needs of our stakeholders, and stakeholders would refer to both our shareholders, our employees, our clients, and all those.
Partners, yes.
Yeah, and our partners. So our mission is meeting the needs of our shareholders through common shared values, because there are values that we have so in AsianLife. So for us, it's really is about humanizing insurance. So what we want to make sure is that we humanize both life insurance and non-life insurance to our clients. So it's not, we are not just, a big building out there. So, but what we want to be known for is that we have humanized actually insurance.
That's awesome. That's Mr. Rico Bautista. But before we end, again, the interview, I keep asking, I keep telling that it's the end, but there's a lot of questions to be asked. So, what's your advice to business owners or CEOs, entrepreneurs, and startups in providing welfare to their employees or for themselves?
Yeah, of course. First, before we also end, my desire for AsianLife is to be to be the leading insurance provider, but at the same time, we want to become a major player in the world of Etika and Maybank. So we want to be that. And for the employers, I basically tell that, you better look for an organization that will be able to provide the group life and the group medical needs of your companies to a stable organization and to an organization that is agile and can adapt to your needs. To the employees out there, so I would say that, when you look for a company, make sure that group life and group medical are products that are offered to you by your company. And to the small, medium enterprises, I would tell you that, we are here in AsianLife and we actually have products that you can avail of. So you just have to contact us and dial our number, and we'll be there to be able to address your needs.
Thank you very much. That's Mr. Rico T. Bautista, the President and CEO of AsianLife and General Assurance Corporation. Thank you for gracing the show, and I hope to talk to you again, to discuss more of the questions from our viewers later on. Our term of the week and our quote of the day: when open for business returns, stay tuned.
Thank you, Cesar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rico.